Right, so this is just to show you how to use an online app to basically do written work in a PDF. Now this is a PDF and it's a copy of the practical sheet that I sent out earlier today. Now you're going to want to annotate this. So at the moment you click on this button at the top and it will give you a list. Now the one that we use, which I found it is the most, the easiest to use and has the most flexibility, is one called Cami. Now you open up, or when it says open with, you go on, you get extra apps. You go onto the Google Workspace Marketplace, and then you just search for the different apps that you need. In this case, this is the one that we're looking for. You click on that and it will automatically install it to your drive. It's not going to damage your drive. It's not going to do anything. It just says to choose an account. Your account, or the account you should be using, it should be your college account. You allow it. Alright. It does its business, and then when you click open, the Annotate with Cami is there. So you click on the button, the Cami app will open, or it should do if my computer wasn't Steam driven. And you end up with this. Now I'm going to pan everything across, expand everything so you can see the dashboard. You have a dash on one side, and obviously some of these are locked. This is because there's a premium content and you don't need it, to be perfectly honest. There are highlighters. There are highlighters, comments. You can put in a text box, you can draw, put in shapes, and you can erase. Alright, so the one that you need will be the drawing. You can choose different pens. I'll just choose red for now. And as you are going through this document, you will need to do have you completed it, and so on and so forth. You can change the different size. You can either tick it, or literally you can take your mouse do the same again. Alright, and then what will happen is, because it's PDF, I will come along, put in my signature, type in my name, date it, and so on and so forth. Now if you need to save the document, if I pan the camera across to this side, at the top here you have print. You can share the document if you wish, you can open a file, and then on this one you can click save. If you click save, the document is automatically saving. Every 2 or 3 minutes it will just save itself. However, if you want to make it save, you just click on the save now. It says saving, it will come up. Just authorize it. This will only happen the first time. After that it will just say it will save, everything will be fine. All changes saved. So that is that document done. You just click at the top of your page, you'll see that there's obviously your tab. You can't see it on the camera at the moment. You click on the tab and then you will go back to your original PDF. On your original PDF you've got this arrow here. Click on the arrow and that will take you back to your drive. It's as simple as that. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is learner packs. Alright, for every single unit you will be given a learner pack. Now to go through this you would use Cami again. So if we connect the apps, it should have automatically done it. Clearly it's not. Alright, we're going to use Cami. it's already installed. Right, so to that end, we'll have to shut this down. Go into our learner packs. You're on unit 19. Open with, and there's the Cami. Now you can use the select button, or you can use the text box. All right, select is easier. So you just type in your name as normal. Okay, the centre name is a college. So and then you just literally pan down the unit. Goes through your knowledge assessments, and there's enough of them. I think there's 3 on this one. You also have a practical, which you'll be doing in the workshops. And then you come to your assessment. So again, you'll put in your name. You don't need to worry about the date. We will deal with the date. Okay, because it's when you're finished and you completed. Your learner number is not your student ID. All right, so you have a college student ID, which is on your cards that you use to access the college. This is an EAL number, and normally it starts with a 7. All right, so it could be 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something along those lines. You'll be issued that. The attempt, obviously, is your first attempt. Then the rest is up to your instructor to carry out an observation and then fill out. You're going to fill out your plan. Now, bear in mind that this is just for the milling unit, all right, on a level 2. The level 3, yours are slightly different. Because you have assessments and assignments to write, normally what is written in the top here, you'll be told to write see attached documentation. Same again, fill out your name. Put in your learner number and your attempt. Okay, put in all the details, and then this is for your assessor. So your assessor will basically go down there, and if you have successfully completed them all, you'll get a tick. If you do not pass at everything, obviously the refer will be ticked. You'll then be given another sheet, another attempt that will be filled out, and your attempts will change to number 2. You get your feedback, and then this is the important bit. So your assessor needs to come in, and I sign mine in green, so you'll see some form of signature. The tick and then the date. You type in your learner name. So you should pass it, so on and so on and so forth. I give your feedback. Okay, you've done really well. And the way that the feedback is written, I'll have your name at the top. Were you successful? Did you achieve a pass, a merit, or distinction? Then it'll tell you where you went wrong. Then it'll tell you how to improve, and then it'll be signed and dated, and that goes all the way through. And then at the bottom, for the learners, okay, you sign, you date, I sign and date. And then if your work is sampled, the IV or the IQA will sign it. All right. So at the end of every single unit, once you've been given your feedback, you need to go in and make sure that your signatures are all done. All right, everything is dated. Right, you put in your learner numbers, etc., etc. If you don't do that, it just causes more work for everybody. And if it, for instance, if it causes more work for me as your instructor and your assessor, because I end up filling out all the numbers, the dates, and so on and so forth, what will happen is that your certificate or certification, us claiming your certification, takes longer. So if we keep a steady process all the way through the course, we finish a unit, sign, date, complete the learner pack, put that to bed. We're making steady progress throughout the entire course, and then at the end, it is literally just a case of claiming your certificates. You keep a copy of all your work on your own drive, and you get issued your certificate, and the job's a good one. Okay, if you've got any questions, feel free to email me, all right, or speak to me in the class.